Hey guys, how's it going today? I hope everything's good. Earlier today, I posted about how I would make a live about the shake that I use. Okay, so 2 meals of my day, usually first thing in the morning, and then I'll train and have my workout shake, and then about 20 minutes after that training session, um, I'll have the other half of what I'm going to show you. So this yields 2 meals. And this helps me throughout the day. First off, first thing in the morning, it gets really great. It gets really good amount of the right amount of nutrients right into your body. So really nutrient dense breakfast with proteins and carbohydrates. And I'm going to walk through all the ingredients as I go through this. And then again, later after I train, I just want something quick. So after I get done working out, I go shower. And by the time I'm done showering, I come down and I drink the other half of my shake that I make up first thing in the morning. I store it. I'll show you. Here I'm actually drinking it right now. Yeah, it's really green, but it's super nutrient dense. We need the greens. We need the leafy greens. For myelination and just for optimal hormonal health. I'll go into not myelination, but methylation, and I'll go into that. So that's my shake that I'm working on while I make this video for you guys. So first off, right over here, you see we use a Vitamix. So really great investment. You can get them reconditioned. They're a little pricey, but they're super durable. We've had this since we lived in Boston, which is about 5 years ago. So it's 5 years old and still running strong, and it gets used. Artemis makes shakes. I make shakes. We put frozen food in it, all kinds of stuff, and it's super strong, super durable. And the thing about this is I've had a Ninja, and now we have a Vitamix. And the thing about this is it does such an awesome job with like seeds. So like seeds of berries and chia seeds. It really kind of pulverizes them and gets them grinded up really nicely. So Vitamix, right? I put it on here's the food scale I talked to you guys about, okay? So really easy, simple food scale. Get used to weighing everything out. So I put it on the food scale, and I'm just going to walk you through in the ingredients. I'm not going to make it right now because I already made it this morning. So first off, Costco is a great thing to be a member of, and they have lots of spinach, and you can buy it for a really nice price. Okay, so I only go to Costco, and then I go to Sprouts, which is only on the West Coast, and then a lot of times the Whole Foods just for a few things that I might not find at Sprouts. But this is really nice. It's a good price. I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a couple of bucks cheaper than what you would find, and it's a big pack. So 85 grams of that, so a serving, okay? So one thing I noticed, me personally, is I have to watch out with greens. They make me a little too bloated later in the afternoon and make me have gas. So, and it smells like sulfur, which is a definite indication that you're having too many greens. So yeah, there are indications of what your gas smells like as to what you're eating too much of. So I have to be careful with my greens, just keeping it to one serving. So that only comes out to two in those 2 meals. I'm not getting a whole ton of greens. Okay, so spinach, right? Load 85 grams of spinach in there. After the spinach, I have some organic triple berry blend. Again, this is from Costco. I do a serving and a half, which works out to be 18 grams of carbohydrates. Okay, so I make it specific to the carbohydrates that I have to follow that make me feel optimal. So I'm not really going to go through the macros too much with everything I put in, but I'm just going to tell you the ingredients, and then you can portion it out based off of what you're looking for in your macros. So remember, if you're going to do 2 meals, then you got to make sure you put enough carbohydrates in there for 2 meals, and then protein as well, and I'll go through that. So a triple berry blend, berries are really good on insulin, so not spiking insulin too much. They're easily digestible, and they get ground up really nicely in the Vitamix. So, and that gives me the sweetness. I don't put any sweeteners in any of my shakes. So then maca powder. So maca is really nice because it gives you sustainable energy, and then also it provides hormonal health. It's a root vegetable used. Says energizing superfood of the Inca warriors, which is true. You know, I've done the research on it, and the literature does back up that it does help hormonal. It does help estrogen levels. So even with guys, so stabilizing estrogen levels, and then also energy for your training and just for your day. Okay, so maca, ground maca. It's a little pricey. Again, I found this at Costco one time, and I'm kicking myself because I didn't load up on it. But you can get some maca. Again, I go to Sprouts or at Whole Foods, or order it on Amazon maybe. I think you might be able to find it pretty cheap there. And it's dried, so it'll come pretty quickly. All right, next up, performance mushrooms. So the more and more I'm reading on epigenetics and hormones is that having the right balance of mushrooms in your nutritional day of your nutrition, whatever your nutritional needs you're taking in, these performance mushrooms. And so these are said to help with oxidative stress. So oxidative stress is huge. We want to get rid of any type of oxidative stress. So that's the byproduct of performing exercise, is that oxidative stress. So helping to antioxidant. So this is an antioxidant. So getting rid of that oxidative stress so that you can recover and feel better and move stronger. So the performance mushrooms, and I like Laird's Performance. Okay, Laird's Superfood. He's a cool dude. I love his company. His coffee's good. His creamers are good. And these are really great. It's a super cool company. Support him. He's a good dude. Okay. Chia seeds, which we just keep in here. I put chia seeds in. I put 12 grams in, which is a serving. And that's 5 grams of carbohydrates. But then what I'll allude to in a post is there's 5 grams of carbohydrates, but there's 5 grams of dietary fiber, so it pretty much cancels each other out. So there's no carbohydrates really for adding these in. But you do have to watch the fats, okay? So a nice seed to help make the shake satiate you so you feel full. So use the seeds, okay? Next, I do put in egg whites. So egg whites are something, they are pasteurized. You can eat them. Just pour them in. I pour in 230 grams. I know all this stuff off the top of my head, and that's my 25 grams of protein. So 230 grams of egg whites. I just pour it in there. I don't cook them. You can eat these like that. You can use this in your protein shakes too. A lot of people don't know this, but you can have this raw. You don't have to cook them. They're already pasteurized, and we definitely use organic, and this is from Costco, okay? So again, I put one serving of that in, okay? One serving of that, and I'll tell you why I do that, even though this is gonna be 2 meals. The other half, the other meal the other side of the protein is using Vital Protein, so collagen peptides. So this is a tub that I get from Costco, and it's a really great price. I think it's like $30, and you get 34 servings out of this. So 20 grams is a serving, and out of that you get 18 grams of protein. So I only put in 1 serving into my shake, but I definitely have been working more of these. Why? First off, for skin, ligament, tendon, nails and hair health, and then also gut health. Okay, so collagen peptides are super helpful in terms of having really healthy guts. So leaky gut, right? Really common terminology, and it's pretty common. It's getting more and more established in the medical community, and collagen peptides will help that, and it'll also help with everything else. The major thing with this is you want to make sure, like I talked to you, it's grass-fed. It only comes from grass-fed cows. Okay, this isn't dairy. It comes down. They break it down. It's hydrolyzed peptides are and it's made from processed. It's made from proprietary bovine hide collagen peptides. So really, really good. More and more literature is coming out on collagen peptides. The reason I combine egg whites and collagen peptides, this is not a complete protein. So you're not going to get all of the amino acids that you need post exercise. This is great first thing in the morning. A lot of people like to even put it in their coffee to get their protein intake up and to get their collagen peptides. I put a serving of this and a serving of egg whites, so I'm getting half and half, and I'm gonna get the amino acids from the egg whites, and then I'm also gonna get some more collagen peptides post-workout, which I feel like is helpful for tendon, bone, ligament health. And again, I talked about hair and nails and the hair on the top of your head too. So really healthy with that. So add that in, okay? That's something to think about. Vital Proteins, you can find it at Costco. This tub is specially made for them. The last thing that I put in is I put in a scoop of organic wheatgrass. So wheatgrass is really nice. It's not too acidy, so it helps to balance out alkaline, right? It helps to balance out the body a little bit better. And it's just generally good. It's generally good for epigenetics and for your genes and how they're expressing themselves. And you get energy, you get detox. It helps with digestion, and then it also supports your immunity. So there's a nice little easy shake you can make up. Combine it all together in the blender or Vitamix. I told you some of the portions that I use, but you can use your own portions to match out your own macros and have a really nice way to hit out maybe 2 meals, or maybe just make it for 1 meal of your day and get a really nutrient dense source of a meal. All right, guys, hope you have a good day, and I'll see you later.